ね。
銀行のパーキングね。
そうそうそう。あそこ止めてもいいよ。ちょっと待ってて、お父さんがなんかマイケルさんになんか話あるって言ってたから、なんか持ってってもらいたいんかな、なんかわかんないけど、ちょっと待って。
はい。
いるね。はーい。お疲れ様。荷物も下ろさなあかんしね。
よいしょ。
All right, welcome y'all. Hope everybody out there is having a great day. I got a lot of breaking news to get through here with you. So let's start with this. There's a new AP NORC poll that just dropped, and it's Trump's approval rating has now hit a second-term low, and we're approaching all-time low. We are approaching all-time low. So his approval is just 36%, which is down from 37% in the last AP poll. And his disapproval is up to 62%. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the position where Trump is in the same ballpark as immediately after January 6th. He tried to coup the government and stay in power after he lost the election, and his supporters violently stormed the Capitol and assaulted cops and things of that nature. And guess what? He was around the same number. That's how terrible, putrid, disgusting, wretched, and vile this regime is that people are giving it similar numbers as to immediately after he tried to end American democracy. So you're not going to be surprised to learn that 94% of Democrats disapprove, percent approve, which, sorry, there's an explosion that just, we're near a military base and they're doing like firing exercises, so you might hear a bunch of explosions. Kind of sounds like I'm in World War III, right? But bear with me. 94% of Democrats approve. 4%, or excuse me, 94% disapprove. Jesus Christ, of course, not 94% approve. 94% disapprove, 4% approve. I would love to talk to that 4% and ask them, like, what are you smoking? You're a Democrat and you like Donald Trump? It's probably like some Democrats who wound up in comas from like 1950 something, and then they woke up in 2025 and they were racist Dixiecrats. And they wake up and they go, well, I love that Trump is racist, and those are the ones that approve, because I literally can't explain the 4% that approve outside of that. Long-term comas and they're racist Dixiecrats. Republicans, this is shocking. So normally he has like a 90+% approval rating with Republicans.
Okay.
That shit is all the way down to 74%. 74. I've never seen anything lower than that among Republicans. That is wild. And independents, 71% disapprove, only 28% approve. So he is getting absolutely routed. We also have some new numbers from CNN. Trump's handling of the Epstein case is, quote, by far his worst issue, with only 45% of Republicans approving. That's wild. Less than 50% of Republicans approve of how he's handling the Epstein files, which, by the way, is why he came out and he said, have you guys seen this Epstein thing, bro? This is so crazy. I'm gonna DOJ to like investigate that and stuff. We're on top of it. No big deal. But don't worry, it's all Democrats who are doing the bad stuff. Okay, there were literal leaks that came out yesterday, which caught you red-handed. There is no more plausible deniability. It's all out there in the open. We know, as a matter of fact, that in the year 2011, you were at Epstein's house with an Epstein victim, quote, for hours. What do you expect us to think you were doing there? Playing Parcheesi? Is that what you were doing? And by the way, Epstein had cameras in every fucking room, and he was Mossad, which means that the Israeli government has blackmail on Donald Trump, and they can coerce him to do whatever they want. Which is why one of the reasons why Trump has been doing whatever Israel wants. Moving the embassy to Jerusalem, stealing Golan Heights and letting Israel annex it, letting them finish the genocide as they do a fucking fake peace agreement in Gaza, letting the illegal Israeli settlers run rampant in the West Bank and torch Palestinian olive farms. Okay? This is not a coincidence. This is all fucking connected, and everybody needs to understand that. Let me give you some more. So, if you think the coping and seething has been bad thus far, when it comes to the right and Epstein, oh boy, you ain't seen nothing yet. So Megyn Kelly and Batya Ungar-Sargon had what was probably one of the single most grotesque discussions I've ever seen in my life the other day, trying desperately to cover for Trump's disgusting ass and his Epstein crimes. So Megyn Kelly said, quote, "We have not seen some slew of young women come forward to say me too on Donald Trump molesting them." That is quite literally one of the least true things I've ever read in my life. Megan, there's a literal Wikipedia page dedicated to accusers. That's how many accusers he has. They have their own fucking Wikipedia page. Go look it up. Don't take my word for it. I believe the exact number is 28 different women have accused Trump of various sexual crimes. Here, well, those don't count, bro. Those don't count for reasons and stuff and things. Those don't count because they're like Democrat hoaxes and stuff, bro. I have no doubt she would dodge and try to say that she out of hand dismisses 28 separate allegations from 28 different women. But that's what she says. She acts like those don't count. Well, how many allegations does there have to be for one of them to count? If there was 49 allegations, would she have said the same thing? Probably. If there was 112 different allegations, would she have said the same thing? Probably. This is not a standard he holds anybody else to. I'm sure when she talks about fucking Bill Cosby, she's like guilty, right? But all of a sudden, what, 28 allegations isn't enough? I know you have to vet each one case by case, but the fact of the matter is, there's enough evidence out there for us to conclude he certainly did some of that shit at least, right? Never mind, that's not even touching all the specific Epstein stuff. So Megyn Kelly said that, but this gets worse. It gets way worse. Ready? So Batya Ungar-Sargon says, Jeffrey Epstein would prey upon women when they were underage. Then they would age out of Jeffrey Epstein's pedophilic interests, at which point he would then start to pass them around to his friends. There were not actual crimes committed by anyone. There's no pedophile ring. There's just a pedophile and then a bunch of friends who were getting massages at that point from women who were no longer underage. Do you fucking hear yourself when you speak? So Jeffrey Epstein has like some 13-year-old, and Jeffrey Epstein commits a crime and coerces the 13-year-old to massage him or jack him off, or he has sex with her, which is great. That's great. That's what that is. That's great. That's what that is. Okay. And then they age up to 17, and Jeffrey Epstein says, hey, I want you to jack off Prince Andrew. And Batya looks at that and says, I see no problem here. There's no problem here. She's 17 years old. She can make her decisions. What are you talking about? Are you mental? Are you mental? Imagine that was you. Imagine that was you. Imagine that was somebody you know. By the way, I'm still not done. It actually gets worse. I know you're like, Kyle, come on. There's no, it gets worse than this. I promise. So then Megyn Kelly goes, well, actually, I know people who knew Epstein. And what people don't really understand, bro, is that he wasn't even really technically a pedophile, because he wasn't into prepubescent girls, bro. No, he was more of like an ephebophile, because he liked like 15-year-olds, and that's not as bad as liking underage girls, really underage girls. Okay, they're literally doing the meme. Like, there is a meme about this where the right, actually, it's not a pedophilia, it's ephebophilia. You're doing the meme. You're saying, well, since it's a 15-year-old, no harm, no foul, right? Not as bad, right? People are joking on Twitter now. Lefties are joking on Twitter now, posting the Trump yard signs that say, at least she wasn't 8. But that's actually her argument. She's saying, at least she wasn't 8. Oh, my God. Ready for this? So Megyn Kelly says that. Megyn Kelly has a 14-year-old daughter. Bro, I'm done. Bro, I'm done. What am I even doing? Why am I doing this show? There is nothing these people won't fucking defend. There's nothing they won't defend. They are completely depraved. They would say and do anything for Donald Trump. All right, now this one, y'all, I hesitated to give you this one because this is just too crazy to me. This is just so insane. I'm hoping it's fake. I'm hoping it's photoshopped, or either that, or I'm hoping we're misinterpreting it and it was a joke or something like that. But in the Epstein email releases, there's one part where Epstein is talking to his brother, and he says the following, quote, "Ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba." Ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba is Bill Clinton's nickname. Is this Jeffrey Epstein saying that there's pictures of Trump sucking Bill Clinton's dick? Oh, God, please tell me this is fake. Oh, please tell me this is fake. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's this old photo that floats around social media sometimes, and it's of Trump mock grabbing the junk of Bill Clinton. Like, he reaches like he's grabbing his penis, and they're both smiling and laughing. I don't know, dog. I don't know. I hope this is fake. I hope this is a joke. I hope we're misinterpreting it. I hope it isn't real. But I cannot rule that shit out. I cannot rule that shit out at this late date, given all the stuff that we've already seen, all the leaks of the Epstein emails that I read before this one. There's so
BetterHelp makes the process of finding a therapist easy. When you're ready to take that first step, just fill out a simple questionnaire and we can help.
Megyn Kelly says that. Megyn Kelly has a 14-year-old daughter. Bro, I'm done. Bro, I'm done. What am I even doing? Why am I doing this show? There is nothing these people won't fucking defend. There's nothing they won't defend. They are completely depraved.
It's like, what's a woman? What's a child?
Anything for Donald Trump. All right, now this one, y'all, I hesitated to give you this one because this is just too crazy to me. This is just so insane. I'm hoping it's fake. I'm hoping it's photoshopped, or either that, or I'm hoping we're misinterpreting it and it was a joke or something like that. But in the Epstein email releases, there's one part where Epstein is talking to his brother, and he says the following, quote, "Ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba." Ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Bubba is Bill Clinton's nickname. Is this Jeffrey Epstein saying that there's pictures of Trump sucking Bill Clinton's dick? Oh, God, please tell me this is fake. Oh, please tell me this is fake. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's this old photo that floats around social media sometimes, and it's of Trump mock grabbing the junk of Bill Clinton. Like, he reaches like he's grabbing his penis, and they're both smiling and laughing. I don't know, dog. I don't know. I hope this is fake. I hope this is a joke. I hope we're misinterpreting it. I hope it isn't real. But I cannot rule that shit out. I cannot rule that shit out at this late date, given all the stuff that we've already seen, all the leaks of the Epstein emails that I read before this one. There's so much wild ass shit in there that who the fuck knows? Who knows? Trump may have sucked Bill Clinton's dick. Because also, by the way, Epstein also said that Hillary Clinton had an affair with Vince Foster, and so Vince Foster wound up dead. He wound up murdered. It really looks like the most insane conspiracy theorists may have been onto something. We are run by an elite pedophile cabal. An elite billionaire pedophile cabal. And everybody's got insane blackmail on each other. And this is how they extort each other and loot the government and get whatever the fuck they want as the government is rigged against you and me and working people. This is crazy shit. So anyway, post below, guys, if you have some other interpretation of what this means. Are they joking? Is it a joke? Is this particular one photoshopped? I will say I tried to dig a little deeper on this one, and I found some articles. MSN.com wrote an article on this one. The Hindustan Times wrote an article on this one. There was like maybe 4 or 5 outlets that ran articles on this. It wasn't very widespread, so I was thinking, well, maybe the whole thing is fake, because there have been some Photoshop stuff amidst all the real ones. Which, by the way, fuck you if you're spreading Photoshop made up shit when there's enough real shit out there to keep us busy for fucking years going through it. Fuck you if you're doing that. And maybe this is one of those. I'm hoping it is one of those, but who the fuck knows? You guys are just absolutely wild. I mean, what the fuck are we even talking about here? Now, we also have Ben Shapiro making an ass of himself. So Ben Shapiro claimed that Marjorie Taylor Greene supports the release of the Epstein files because she wants to destroy Trump's presidency. She wants to destroy Trump's presidency. To which literally everybody in the replies immediately said, why would the release of the Epstein files destroy Trump's presidency unless he did that shit? Unless he's actually fucking guilty. unless the left is right about everything. So I love it when they accidentally own themselves, and that's exactly what Ben Shapiro did here. Ben, you didn't think this through before you opened your mouth. You didn't do a logic breakdown before you opened your mouth. You thought facts cared about your feelings. They don't fucking care about your feelings, son. And so yes, the Epstein files, if they were the unreleased full Epstein files, if they were redacted, of course it would torch Trump's presidency. But that's because he did that shit. That's because he's a fucking creepy old pervert. Right? That's because there's been allegations of underage women, it's not women, it's girls, it's children saying, yeah, he fucking did X, Y, and Z to me. So, I mean, just a crazy, crazy admission. And apparently he's too dumb to realize what he just said there. But Tim Pool also takes the humiliation award of the day because Tim Pool claimed that Trump was actually an undercover snitch on Epstein. Quote, could you imagine if it turned out Trump had Mar-a-Lago bugged? So when people come for meetings, he records it and sends it off to the feds. Could you imagine having the brain of a toddler as a 39-year-old man? I mean, at this point, Tim, like, what are you doing, bro? Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Give it a rest. Wrap it up. I mean, this is humiliating. This is embarrassing. And it really, honestly, it really gets to the difference between the left and the right. It really gets to the difference between us and them. I mean, how many times have you guys, if you watch the show for a long time, you know, I've been incredibly critical of the politicians on our side. I've been incredibly critical when they're wrong and when they do bad things. Here we have Trump caught red fucking handed being besties with the CEO of Elite Pedo Sex Crimes Incorporated, caught red-handed with an Epstein victim at Epstein's house, which means it's on tape and he can be blackmailed. And these guys are like, well, actually, what if reality was the opposite of reality and Trump was still a good guy, even though all the evidence says he's a fucking bad guy? I mean, just retire. Who is this for? That's the other thing. Who is this for? I just told you the majority of Republicans say, ooh, this Epstein stuff is bad for Trump. And here's Tim Pool going, well, what if he was actually playing chess while you were playing checkers and he was actually trying to out Jeffrey Epstein because he's a good guy, bro? Like, what the fuck? Grown-ass man playing dolls type energy. Let it go. Let it go. He's a fat, pedophile, corrupt war criminal. Let it go. It's over. MAGA is done. You don't even have to take my word for it. Take it from fucking Nick Fuentes, who's on your side.
Done. 36% approval rate. The motherfucker is done. Stop clinging on to your fucking cult. You pieces of fucking shit. Stop being fucking morons. Wake the fuck up. Realize Trump's a pedo. You got duped. Just admit it. You fucked up. You were supporting a fucking pedo. Have a come to Jesus moment. Go and go read the Bible again if you have to be a Christian. Ask yourself, what would Jesus do in this situation? Jesus would say, I fucked up. Right? I fucked up. You know, wake the fuck up. Stop being so fucking asinine, MAGA. What the fuck are you guys doing? I mean, the guy is destroying the economy. He's destroying America. It's though he's like Putin's fucking bitch who is in place to destroy America. Trump is destroying a fucking America. And you guys are just sitting there going, yeah, he's destroying America. The dollar's fucking crashing. Fucking, you know, everything. Look at everything. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to give everybody $2,000. Oh, we're going to pay out the tariffs. Time to pay out the tariffs. And all you dumb fucks are like, oh, look, we're going to get $2,000. Right? It's called circus and bread. Circuses and bread. Circuses and bread. That shit goes back to fucking ancient Rome. Fucking yeah, dude. What's up, Raz? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. You know? It's fucking yeah, dude. Stop defending. I mean, you MAGA fucking morons, dude. Stop, you know, just fucking, you know, you fucked up. You fucked up. You were duped. Just say, I was duped. And fucking come clean. Stop fucking defending this fucking pedo. Stop thinking this guy is out to fucking help you. He isn't out to help you. He's out to fuck you. Just like he fucked the girls. He's gonna fuck you. And all these bitches are gonna be going down. Exactly, Kelly. No one has an excuse for this shit. I wonder if the fucking other place is open. I feel like getting some Thai food. There's a Thai food place down here. Let's see if they're open. Are they open? Probably not. It's like in between. It's like the worst time. Kind of lunch is over. Lunch is over and dinner hasn't started. It's like the worst time to fucking find food in Japan. Lunch is over. Yeah, cafe's fucking closed. 2:30. Let's turn around here. Let's do a little U-turn here. Illegal U-turn. Illegal U-turn. Don't call the cops. Don't call the cops. I just did an illegal U-turn. Woo! 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 I love Japan, dude. They got, I mean, there's so few cops on the road in Japan. You can speed. You can fucking do U-turns. Whoa, what are you doing? God damn, I thought she was about to fucking take her bike out in front of me. And then she's like, she starts to ride her bike like she's going front, and then she turns her bike and goes across the other road. I was like, God damn. Russian ships in Hawaii. Let's go home. Japan, beautiful day in Japan. Look at this beautiful day. Look at this little trafficking. Here, I'll give you a little side so you can look behind me. This dude is Looney Tunes, dude. Tom, you're a fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. And you're calling me Looney Tunes? You're calling me fucking Looney Tunes when you're a fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. I think we need to put some music on. What do you say, JS? You think we need some fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi song on? What do you say? What do you say? I think we need some fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. Right? Here we go. This goes out to Tom. Tom, this song's for you, Tom.
Gotcha. Let's crank this up to straight YGFDT.
Oh, fuck.
They're raw West Coast bounce. Repetitive chin hooks, they hit like fist versus slicing through the bullshit with zero chill. We're talking fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. As the ultimate diss track on hypocrite, holy rollers, child praying robes, and swastika waving enablers, pounding 808, snarling delivery, crowd scream. Cool cat. All fire. Here's the full track. Yeah, fuck the frauds. They pray in the pews, but pray in the dark. Cross on the neck, devil in the heart. Ice jack boots marching, Gestapo glow up. Undocumented dreams getting stomped in the mud. Time to call it out. Fake fuck Christian, fake fuck Christian. Pedo-loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. Raids on the borders, kids in the trash heap. Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. In the pulpit, time to expose the gas. Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rise and we die. Yo, collar popping preacher with the devil's grin. Sermon on Sunday, sins on the weekend spin. Touching little lambs while the choir sings hallelujah. Then tweeting by borders like a border collie. Heard a ice roll deep, vans black as midnight raid. Snatching mamas at dawn, leaving babies in the shade. You quote Leviticus beloved, Leviticus lies. Pedo paradise behind them stained glass eyes. Nazi flags waving at the mega church rally. Build a wall chance while they building body tally. Undocumented sweat built your golden steeple. Now you call them demons, man, that's straight up evil. Fuck your tax breaks, fuck your holy waterfront. With a flood coming, your ark's getting sunk. Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. Reds on the borders, kids in the trash heap. Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. tiki torch flags, preaching purity. Why they protecting the breads? Family values my ass. It's a family of frauds covering tracks like confessional broads. ICE agents praying before the dawn. Sweet cuffing dreams in the street, making grandmas weep. You love the orange idol, tweeting from the throne, but your guy's getting ghosted when the truth gets shown. Pedo rings ringing like a collection plate. Nazi youth groups in the basement, sealing fate. We undocumented, but our fire's undocumented too. Burning through the hypocrisy, straight exposing you. No more turning cheeks, we flipping the script. Revolution in the rhyme, watch the empire slip. Redo loving now. Yeah, fuck the frauds. There it is, pure rage. Repetitive like FDT, but laser focused on the fake piety and raids. Spit it over that G-funk bounce, and it's a banger. Want a bridge, more verses, or a beat breakdown?
Let's iterate.
Let's iterate.
Yo, got you. Let's crank this up to straight YG. FDT in the G though, bro. West Coast gals. Repetitive G, home said head like fists. Versus slicing through the bullshit with zero chill. We're talking fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi after your command. Biz track on hip again. Holy rollers, child praying roads and swastika waving enablers pounding 808s. Snarling the midweek, price gave no cap. All fire, here's the full track. They praying the pews, but praying to God. Cross on the neck, devil in the heart. Ice jack boots marching, Gestapo blow up. Undocumented dreams getting stomped in the mud. Time to call it out. Fake fuck Christian. Fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. Raids on the borders, kids in the trash. Fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. Table in the pulpit, time to expose the gash. Fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. We ain't burn no more. We rising, we crashing. Yo. Collar popping preacher with the devil's grin. Sermon on Sunday, sins on the weekend spin. Touching little lambs while the choir sings hallelujah. Then tweeting about borders like a border collie herd. Ice roll D-bands, black as midnight raid. Snatching mamas at dawn, leaving babies in the shade. You quote Leviticus, beloved Leviticus lies. Pedo paradise behind them stained glass eyes. Nazi flags waving at the mega church rally. Build the wall chants while they building body tally. Undocumented sweat built your golden steeple. Now you call them demons. Man, that's straight up evil. Fuck your tax breaks, fuck your holy waterfront. Where the flood coming, your arch getting sunk. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Raids on the borders, kids in the trash. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Tapo in the pulpit, time to expose the gash. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rising, we crashing. Alright, all the boys with tiki torch flex. Preaching purity while they protecting the press. Family values my ass, it's a family of frauds. Covering tracks like confessional fraud. ICE agents praying before the dawn sweep. Cuffing dreams in the street, making grandmas weep. You love the orange channel, tweeting from the throne. But your cops thinking cuffed and when the truth gets shot. Pedo rings ringing like a plate. Nazi youth groups in the basement, sealing fate. We undocumented, but our fires are documented too. Burning through the hypocrisy, straight exposing you. No more turning cheeks, we flipping the script. Revolution in the rhyme, watch the empire slip. Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Ice Gestapo, your time's up, full notion now. Yeah, fuck the fraud. There it is. Pure rage, repetitive like FDT, but laser focused on the fake piety and raids. Spin it over that G-funk bounce, and it's a banger. Wanna verge, more verses, or a beat breakdown. Consider it.
Still got you. Let's crank this up to straight YG FDT energy, that raw West Coast bounce. Repetitive chin hooks that hit like fists versus slicing through the bullshit with zero chill. We're talking fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi as the ultimate diss track on hypocrite. Holy rollers, child praying robes and swastika waving, enablers pounding 808, snarling delivery. Crowd scream, no cap, off fire. Here's the full track. Yeah, fuck the frauds. They pray in the pews, but pray in the dark. Cross on the neck, devil in the heart. Ice jack boots marching, Gestapo glow up. Undocumented dreams getting stomped in the mud. Time to call it out, fake fuck Christians. Pedo loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashed. Fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. Raids on the borders, kids in the trash heap. Fake fuck Christian. Fuck them, pedo loving Nazi. Burn it down. Gestapo in the pulpit, time to expose the gas. Fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rise and we crash. Yeah, yo, collar popping preacher with the devil's grin. Sermon on Sunday, sins on the weekend spin. Touching little lambs while the choir sings hallelujah. Then tweeting about borders like a border collie herder. Ice roll deep, vans black as midnight rays. Snatching mamas at dawn, leaving babies in the shade. You quote Leviticus, but love Leviticus lies. Pedo paradise behind them stained glass eyes. Nazi flags waving at the mega church rally. Build a wall chance while they building body tally. Undocumented sweat built your golden steeple. Now you call them demons, man, it's straight up evil. Fuck your tax breaks, fuck your holy waterfront. With a flood coming, your arks getting sunk. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashed. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Raids on the borders, kids in the trash heap. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Burn it down. Gestapo in the pulpit, time to expose the gas. Fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rise and we crash. Alright, altar boys with the tiki torch flex. Preaching purity while they protecting the press. Family values my ass. It's a family of frauds covering tracks like confessional bras. Ice agents praying before the dawn sweep. Cuffing dreams in the street, making grandmas weep. You love the orange idol, tweeting from the throne, but your God's getting ghosted when the truth gets shown. Pedo rings ringing like a collection plate. Nazi youth groups in the basement, sealing fate. We undocumented, but our files undocumented too. Burning through the hypocrisy, straight exposing you. No more turning cheeks, we flipping the script. Revolution in the rhyme, watch the empire slip. Fake fuck Christian, fuck em, pedo love Nazi. Tear it down, ice Gestapo, your time's up. Revolution fake now. Fuck Christian, yeah, fuck the frauds. There it is, pure age, repetitive like FDT. But laser focus on the fake potty and raid. Spit it over that G-Funk bounce and it's a banger. On a bridge, more verses or a beat breakdown.
Let's iterate.
Let's iterate. Fake fuck Christian. Fake fuck Christian. Yeah. Fuck the fraud. Yeah. Got you. Let's crank this up to straight. YGFDT, energy, at raw West Coast bonds. Repetitive chin humps that hit like fists. Versus slicing through the bullshit with zero chill. We talking fake fuck Christian. Hit up. Held the Nazi as the ultimate diss track on hypocrite. Holy rollers, child prayer robes, and swastika waving the necklace, pounding at the wake. Snorty beard under we crowd scream. No cap on fire. Here's the full track. They pray in the pews, but pray in the dark. Cross on the neck, devil in the heart. Ice jack boots marching, Gestapo glow up. Documented dreams get stomped in the mud. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Raids on the borders, kids in the trash. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Burn it down, Gestapo in the pulpit. Time to expose the guy. Fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rising, we crashing. Yo, collar popping preacher with the devil's grin. Sermon on Sunday, sins on the weekend spin. Touching little lambs while the choir sings hallelujah. Then tweeting about borders like a border collie herder. Ice roll deep, vans black as midnight rays. Snatching mamas at dawn, leaving babies in the shade. Quote Leviticus for love, Leviticus lies. Pedo paradise behind them stained glass eyes. Nazi flags waving at the mega church rally. Build a war chance while they building body telly. Undocumented sweat, built your golden steeple. Now you call them demons, man, that's straight up evil. Fuck your tax breaks, fuck your holy water up front. With the flood coming, your arms getting sunk. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Raids on the borders, kids in the trash.
right. Altar boys with the tiki torch flex, preaching purity while they protecting the preds. Family values my ass, it's a family of frauds. Covering tracks like confessional broads. Ice agents praying for thaw, they drawn sweet. Puppet dreams in the street, making grandmas weep. You love the orange jaw, tweeting from the throne, but your God's getting ghosted when the truth gets shown. Paddle rings ringing like a collection plate. Nazi youth groups in the basement, still in fate. We undocumented, but on fire for documented too. Burning through the hypocrisy strain, exposing you. No more turning cheeks, we flipping the script. Revolution in the wild, watch the empire slip. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving nine, turn it down. I just double, your time's up, revolution now. Fuck Christian, pedal loving nine, turn it down. Fuck the frauds. And it is pure rage, repetitive like FDT. But laser focused on the fake piety and raids. Spit it over that G-Funk bounce, and it's a banger. Want a bridge, more verses, or beat breakdown. Let's iterate.
Let's iterate, baby. Let's iterate.
Fuck Christian.
It's 0102 music. It's 0102. You go to FCC, fakefuckchristian.foundups.com. Get the playlist. Rob. I don't think he's saying fuck the frogs. I think he's saying fuck the pedos. Fuck the something. So if you go to FCC, fakefuckchristian.foundups.com, you'll get the playlist. Fuck the frauds. Yeah, fuck the frauds.
No loving Nazi, cross-clutching biggest not
like
me.
this.
Dirty little priest, creep up in the sheets. Take him to the top of the temple, let him dry. Drop dead, heard what I said. Ice work camps in the back of the shed. Right haze, got blood on your face. Better get right with the Lord before you go to bed. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazi. Cross-clutching biggest not me. Dirty little priest, creep up in the sheets. Take him to the top of the temple, let him drop. Drop dead, heard what I said. Ice work camps in the back of the shed. Right haze, got blood on your face. Better get right with the Lord before you go to bed. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazi. Pedal loving Nazi. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazi. Pedal loving Nazi. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazi. With the fake, with the fake, with the fake. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazi. With the fake, with the fake, with the fake. On the news, same time, every night someone died. Blood from the wall, dripping from the outside. Was the love, man? You a club, man. So sad when you think that you're above, man. Another man telling me what I am. You a Christian, not a man. Why you switching on your friend? Got a plan, understand? Making money with the brands. Know you are what you wear, man. I see it in your eyes. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazi. Fuck the fake, fuck the fake, fuck the fake. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazi. Fuck the fake, fuck the fake, fuck the fake. Fake fuck Christian.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm loving this, dude. I'm not mad. Why are you a fake fuck Christian Peter loving Nazi? Is what I want to know. Pig. Why are you fake fuck Christian Peter loving Nazi? Why? Why pig? Explain that to us. We want to know, pig. Pig. Why you pedo lover? Why you love pedos, pig? Explain to us. Why are you defending a pedo? What? Lock. Oh, you like lock? Are you a Norse god? You got to be missing the I. It's Loki, pig. You fake fuck Christian, Peter loving Nazi. You. Song's for you, dude. I'm having a blast. Fucking jamming here. Let me jam some more with you fake fuck Christian, Peter loving Nazi. Are you okay? I mean, you're the one who defends a fucking pedo. You're the one who thinks like raping 9-year-olds is okay, Piglet. Are you okay? Piglet, are you okay? I don't think so.
Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi, cross clutching biggest not me. Dirty little priest, creep up in the sheets. Take him to the top of the temple, let him drop, drop dead. Heard what I said. Ice work camps in the back of the shed. Right hand raised, God, blood on your face. Better get right with the Lord before you go to bed. Like fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi, cross clutching biggest not me. Dirty little priest, creep up in the sheets. Take him to the top of the temple, let him drop, dead. Heard what I said. Ice work camps in the back of the shed. Right hand raised, God, blood on your face. Better get right with the Lord before you go to bed. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Fuck the fake, fuck the fake, fuck the fake, fuck the fake. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi.
I love these individuals who don't understand America and think someone who supports the Constitution, supports due process, supports treating everyone, right, the same way you'd be treated, is somehow a traitor. No, you're a traitor, dude. And the other question is, what's a fake fuck Christian? A fake fuck Christian is someone who doesn't follow the teachings of Christ. Christian means one who follows Christ. If you don't follow the teachings of Christ, then you are a fake fuck Christian. What would Jesus do? WWJD. Maybe you remember that. Back in the day, when I was raised Christian, I'm an atheist now. I'm not a Christian anymore. But I probably know a heck of a lot more about Christianity than you do. We used to have a phrase called, what would Jesus do? WWJD. Would Jesus, put kids in jail? Would Jesus, put people in concentration camps? Would Jesus think that's okay? Would Jesus take food away from the poor in order to pay billionaires? Would Jesus support a pedophile? The answer is no to all of that, right? The answer is no there, pig. You're a fake fuck Christian. You get up every day, you hold the Bible, you call yourself, you may have the cross around your neck, but you're just a fake fuck Christian because you do not follow the teachings of Jesus. Go read Leviticus 19, 33, 34. It is God tells you how to treat foreigners. Leviticus, right? Tells you. You're a fake fuck Christian. You ain't Christian. You support a fucking pedophile. You're just a piece of shit, Piglet. You're just a piece of fucking shit. And yeah, it's like, here was a good one. This woman calls around to all the fucking churches in her neighborhood and say, hey, I need baby formula. Can you help me? Right? So all of them said, no, we can't help you. We can't help because they're fake fuck Christians, right? They're all fake fuck. She calls a fucking mosque, right? Muslim. And the mosque, just one mosque. And the mosque was, yeah, what kind of baby formula are you looking for? Yeah, we can help you. Come by, we'll give you your formula. None of the fucking churches can help a woman who has a starving baby, and yet a Muslim mosque can. You're fucking fake fuck Christians. You're fucking useless. You're just pieces of shit, dude. You're just pieces of shit, Piglet. Get the fuck out of my channel. You're just a piece of shit. Fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. That's what you are, Piglet. You know, you are a disgrace to Christ. You know, you call yourself a Christian, and yet you don't know what a Christian is. That's so fucking sad. You're just a loser. You're just a loser, Jack. Right? You're a loser, isn't he, loser? Jack, are you a fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi? Are you in the cult of Trump? You follow the pedo in chief? Are you also a fake fuck Christian, Jack? Are you in here to get your, you know, were you there sucking on Bubba? Are you fantasizing about sucking on Bubba? Sucking Bubba. Trump sucking on Bubba. This is too funny. Yeah, we don't have tolerance anymore. Fuck you guys. Fuck you fuckers, dude. You're a bunch of fucking fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. We want nothing to do with you. Fuck off. Fuck off, right? You're a disgrace to humanity. You support a fucking pedo. You defend a fucking pedo. Right? Look what you're doing to the poor. You're taking away the health insurance. You know, you're killing Americans. 50,000 Americans are going to die because they lose their health care. They lose access to their meds. You are just a piece of shit, dude. Jack, you're just a piece of shit. We're done with you. You know? Charlie Kirk was a fake fuck Christian. Should he have been shot? No. Am I sad he's dead? No. He's a fake fuck Christian. He lived, he prophesized it. A few people gotta die to protect the fucking Second Amendment. Oh, congratulations, Kirk. You're one of them. You fucking got yourself killed. You lived by the sword, you died by the sword. Good job, you piece of shit. If you support Trump, you're a piece of shit, Jack. Do you support Trump? Do you support the pedo in chief? 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 Jack supports the pedo in chief. You do not support truth or honor if you support Trump. Trump has no truth. Trump has no honor, right? And your country is a constitution. Your country is a constitution. Not a country, dude. You got F, F, F on all three. Jack, you support the Constitution. You don't support the country. America is a constitution, not a country. He's probably not even American. Jack's British. Fair enough, Jack. Fair enough, Jack. You support the Queen and the King and country. Fair enough, Jack. Everyone, I retract everything I said about Jack. Jack's okay. Jack's okay. Welcome to the channel, Jack. We just assumed you were a MAGA. Well, I don't know if he's good. He may be one of those. He may be one of those mods that want to, like, you know. He probably wants United Kingdom to be like Trump. Thing is, Jack, there is no more politics, man. We got a pedo and a bunch of fucking crooks. There's no more politics. American politics is just a fucking soap. I can see where you're going.
Side. who said MAGA is done the other day. He can see it. Why can't you fucking see it? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. All right, let's keep going here. So,
There you go.
Stephen A. Smith. I'm so sick of Stephen A. Smith, man, because and this is like an ironclad fact of reality. It is a ironclad law of nature that whenever somebody does the whole like I'm not left wing, I'm not right wing, that whole shtick. I'm not left wing, I'm not right wing. I'm above it all, or I'm a centrist, or what is it that Yang says? I'm not left, I'm not right, I'm forward, or something like that. He says something like that. I'm butchering it, but you guys get the gist of it. Whenever somebody plays that game of like, who, me, bro? I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I'm an independent, I'm above. Why is it that at the end of the day, they always end up being a Republican? They always end up pushing bogus right-wing talking points, right? It's like you take the mask off and it's like, no, you're right-wing. I'm not left-wing, I'm not right-wing. Mask off, right-wing. That's what it is. That's what it is. And Stephen A. Smith is the greatest example of this. He tries to do this thing where it's like, I'm not like other black people. I'm not like those black people who are on the Democratic plantation who agree with Democrats. And, you know, over 90% of black people vote for Democrats. I'm not like them. I'm one of the good ones. I'm one of the intelligent ones. I'm not a sheep. I'm not going along with them. And then it's, oh, and by the way, let me hypocrisy burn the Democrats. Did Trump do a bad thing? Sure. But what if both sides did it? He thinks this is like the most amazing argument ever. What if I told you both sides were bad? Ooh, this is like a dumb guy's idea of smart political commentary. Let me repeat that. This is a dumb guy's idea of smart political commentary. And so he goes out there and he does this whole thing on the Epstein files where he says, well, why should I care about this? When the Democrats had power, they didn't release the fucking Epstein files. So now all of a sudden, you care about the Epstein files? That's hypocrisy. Why didn't you care about it when you were in power? And it's like, oh my God, man. So first of all, as Julie K. Brown, one of the people who covered this story from the beginning, she said the following. Let me read you what she says. This is a complicated case with a lot of files. So I know it's easy to confuse what's what. What Stephen doesn't understand is that the emails released Wednesday are from Epstein's estate. They were obtained from Epstein's lawyers pursuant to a subpoena that was issued by the House Oversight Committee lawmakers. These documents are separate from the criminal case files held by the DOJ and the FBI that Trump and Bondi promised to release after the election. Okay, so in other words, these actually aren't even the Epstein files. These are the Epstein emails. And these, as she points out, the Epstein estate was subpoenaed, and that's how these were released. Shout out to Thomas Massey for that, and shout out to Ro Khanna for that. So in other words, Stephen, you don't even know what you're talking about. These aren't even the Epstein files. These are the Epstein emails. That's point number one. So we haven't even seen the full files yet. We haven't. Okay, more. Ready? Then shout out to Nicole Monet, who says the following. The Epstein files were under seal during the Biden administration due to Ghislaine Maxwell's trial. No one had access to them, and anyone with any information about what is in them would be putting that trial in jeopardy and risking a mistrial. If people understood how our system of justice actually works, they could save their time and energy on these ridiculous, nonsensical takes. So in other words, Stephen, did you even bother to look into why the Epstein files weren't released? Did you even bother to look into that? Did it even occur to you to maybe dig a little deeper other than do your fucking surface level takes? Of course it didn't. And the other thing is yeah, Joe Biden was busy trying to get Build Back Better passed. And then he also got the Inflation Reduction Act passed. Joe Biden was busy creating 800,000 fucking manufacturing jobs. That's what he was doing at that time. He was busy pulling out of Afghanistan, which fucking nobody except me gave him credit for, by the way. Oh, it was ugly, all bad things happened. Okay, what do you want to stay there for another fucking 10 years and spend trillions of dollars and waste more lives? Is that what you want to do? No, he did the right thing when he fucking stood up to the media and the Republicans and said, fuck you, I'm pulling out. That's what he was fucking doing at the time. But here you are oh, well, you didn't release it during Biden's time, so what, it doesn't count? Now it doesn't count? So imagine giving this commentary that Stephen A. Smith gave the same fucking day that we learned, beyond any doubt whatsoever, that in 2011, Trump was at Epstein's house with an Epstein victim, quote, for hours. For hours. So, caught dead to rights, doing you know what, on fucking tape, because every room was bugged. There's blackmail on our president, and instead of him going out there and saying, Trump's got to resign, he's fucking compromised.
That's not true, Patrick. They couldn't release them because the whole reason through Biden's presidency, right? Think about it. Number one, Epstein was being prosecuted, right? Number two, Ghislaine Maxwell was being prosecuted. There was no due process to release the files. until he died in what, 2019 or whatever, and then she was being prosecuted during Trump's administration and through Biden's. So listen to what he's saying. It isn't that you know, they didn't want to release them. Plus, there probably is some of that because Biden is, you know, is friends with the fucking billionaires that are probably in it. Sure. And he needs to be held accountable. They all do. Stop fucking protecting billionaires. You know, why do we have a Justice Department that doesn't treat, you know, what did Merrick Garland always say? Free and fair, or something like that. You know, fair. There's no ethical billionaires. No. They need to go, dude. Billionaires need to fucking go. We don't need billionaires. They need no billionaires. You got over 999 million. Guess what? Even if you put it in stocks, it goes. Anything over that amount of money goes to the state. We don't need them. Why the fuck do we need billionaires? There should be no fucking billionaires. They're billionaires because of America. They're billionaires because of our system. They're billionaires because of the American people, right? Not because of them. That's why I like Mandami too. But the thing is, there needs to be more. We need more Mandamis. We need a fucking wave of Mandamis. People need to run, right? We need a fucking wave. People need to take Mandami and dissect what he did, because he went from zero to fucking hero. We can have 1,000 Mandamis. 1,000 Mandamis. Let's see one of these. Look in here. Whip through these. Just one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Well, I got sushi rolls. I love sushi rolls. $5. $5. This thing here. You take a little sip, put it down. Open it up. Then there's like a little flap, right? Open up the flap. Okay. Open the flap. Open the other flap, right? Right. Then you put the rice, and then you pull it out, wrap it, or that. I do know they've been tampered with. %100%. That the videos and shit are fucking gone. You know, Trump is kind of dumb. You know how dumb Trump is, right? Trump is dumb. All Trump needs to do is go, I want to see the files, right? He goes to files, and he just fucking, you know, brings bleach with him and just starts fucking pouring bleach all over the files. I'm doing it. I'm immune. I'm doing this. Just starts pouring bleach on all the files, you know. Starts carting them down to the fucking incinerator. He does it himself. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can fucking do. He really cared about it. But he's a dumb fuck. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, if you're shit, which, yeah, the, what's her name? After all the shit, and she got she had millions of dollars. She got millions of dollars. She won all her fucking suits, all the fucking payouts, and then she kills herself. Same, she couldn't last a little longer. You don't think she killed herself? You're talking about the Australian girl, right? What's the same as Clinton? I tend to believe with you, LA. Right. Defray.
He's compromised by Israeli intelligence. He's got to go. Instead of that being your commentary, you're doing some bullshit, both sides nonsense, where you say, well, why should I care about the Epstein files now when the Democrats didn't care about them before? Like, give it a rest. You're just out of your depth, bro. Why don't you go back to fucking playing solitaire and watching basketball games while not actually watching them because you're busy playing solitaire? And then, by the way, what did he do? He took an ad deal with that solitaire company. Turns out it's a fucking scam. It's a fraud company. So now ESPN told him you got to stop fucking doing ads for that company. This is who we're dealing with. Does it sound like he does his fucking homework? Fucking of course not. Of course not. And by the way, I'm a guy who likes Stephen A. Smith. I think he's fucking phenomenally entertaining. The way he talks is fucking fascinating. But this is fucking inexcusable. This is a joke. This is pathetic. If you don't know dick about politics, shut the fuck up about politics. And I'd say the same to fucking Joe Rogan too. Toe Rogan with his dumbass fucking brain dead takes as he hopped on the MAGA bandwagon and helped usher in fascism in this country. And now Stephen A. Smith is making apologies for fascism in this country. Fuck off, both of you. Jesus Christ. All right. So Anthony Andrews posted, I thought this was fascinating. A Saudi troll inadvertently told me that the picture of MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, with Epstein, framed on his desk in the New York City mansion, was taken during Trump's trip, which we know was to KSA, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Epstein was with Trump during his first foreign trip as president. Epstein had inside access. So I told you, very few people reported on this, we did, that there was an article with Epstein's driver and like the guy who looked after one of his homes when he wasn't there. And this guy said that Epstein said to him, Trump administration, his first term. I remember reading that, and I covered it. It was a big deal. Like, wait, you're telling me Trump is out there saying, oh, I stopped talking to this guy in 2004 or 2008 or whatever it was. Meanwhile, in 2017, Trump was still talking to him, and he offered him a job in his administration. Why did he do that? He did that to try to keep him quiet. He did that to say, we're cool, right? Don't release all that fucking dirt you got on me, right? So that's why Trump did it. Well, come to find out, I had forgotten about this, that inside Epstein's house, I believe his New York house, the New York Times did a whole fucking breakdown of it and showed a whole bunch of pictures of it. And there was a picture of Epstein and Mohammed bin Salman that was framed. And as this person's pointing out, the only time it would make sense that this picture would have been taken would have been around that time frame, at like early Trump 1. And so Epstein was there with Trump. Epstein was there with all the Trump people, with the U.S. government. This guy, he was intricately connected, more so than anybody realized. I even realized, and I covered this story for a long fucking time. Till the end, he was fucking embedded in these elite circles. And by the way, it's not he was starting to chirp. He was starting to leave little breadcrumbs. He was starting to tell the truth every now and then about Trump. Right, and say, oh, he did this thing in 1997, he did this thing in 2008 or 2004, whatever the fuck, right? And then he was arrested, and then he wound up dead while in federal custody when Trump was the president, the leader of the federal government. I mean, the story tells itself, bro. The story tells itself. This is wild. This is wild shit, and nobody's connecting the dots like we are. All right, let's talk about this too. So, Pope Leo and U.S. Catholic bishops just delivered the strongest rebuke of a sitting president in church history. They condemned Trump and Vance and their raids as, quote, inhumane and dehumanizing in a 216-5 vote. So this is the Catholic Church going, and you need to treat immigrants with dignity and respect. And the Bible, by the way, is very clear that you need to treat what they call them the sojourners. That's the old tiny word for immigrants. You need to treat them like your brother, like your sister, like your friend. And this is the church getting more political. And I'm happy they are standing up to this fascist regime, because that's what it is. It's a fascist regime. And there is not a very good history when it comes to the Catholic Church and fascism. You had, elements of the Catholic Church that were pro-Hitler, pro-Nazis. And there's pictures of, Catholic priests meeting with the Nazis, shaking their hands. So this is a bit of a reversal from that trend. And then never mind, of course, they have a horrible, horrible history of pedophilia. Let's be honest. Pedophilia. That's what, there's a track record of that in the Catholic Church. And now under this new Pope, he's sort of standing up for more liberal and left-wing values. And he's continuing the same sort of mindset that the previous Pope had put into place. This idea of the poor and the downtrodden and the disrespected in society that they matter. They matter. They're, this is not, it's bullshit to sort of add to their pain and their suffering. And this is a very, very welcome move that they're going after Trump and Vance and calling what they're doing on immigration terrible, because there's really no other way to describe it. When you look at the ICE Gestapo thugs just committing crimes on a daily basis, there's no plausible deniability anymore that there's like professionalism and rule of law that's in place here. This is just terrorizing communities. That's all you're doing, is you're terrorizing innocent people day in and day out. So there's also a new poll out that is just a massive, massive warning sign for Republicans. So for the first time in 2 years, voters whose top priority is inflation and the economy now prefer a generic Democrat for Congress opposed to a generic Republican. And it's not even close. It's Democrat plus 13. If you are not happy with the economy, as almost nobody is, only like the top 1% is fucking happy, you want a Democrat for Congress. So the generic ballot is Democrat 50, Republican 44. But on the issue of the economy specifically, it's Democrat plus 13, which I have to say, this always pissed me off because it never made any sense. But my whole life, it would always be Republican at least plus 3, 4, or 5 when it came to the economy. People, for whatever reason, just associate Republican with that old school mindset of a Republican. Like, oh, a mean old man who wants to give me tax cuts, right? So that was like the positive spin for Republicans back in the day. And so they had like a default lead on the economy. They always had default lead on the economy. And this is the first time, I think, in my life I've seen D plus 13, which means the inflation is getting to people. The increase in unemployment is getting to people. Trump is now hiding the fucking numbers. His shitty trade war is just destroying people. Manufacturing jobs are fleeing the country at a record pace. I mean, it's bad out there, and that's why these numbers are as dire as they are for Republicans. And the midterms are right around the corner, man. We just had a mini blue wave. There's about to be a massive blue wave. That's what it looks like is going to happen. All right, more. So the Trump administration just dropped the Biden plan to require passenger compensation for delayed flights. So this is yet another example of the Trump regime with industry and not giving a fuck about regular people. This happens time and time again. This happened with overdraft fees. You know, Biden and the Democrats limited overdraft fees. Then Trump got in there and said, how about we don't do that? How about we let the big financial institutions rip you the fuck off? The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. It was Biden and the Democrats that beefed it up. They're the anti-scam police. They return tens of billions of dollars to Americans who were defrauded by big banks and credit companies and big financial institutions. And Trump comes in there and he goes, fuck that, let's ruin the CFPB. In his first term, he put a predatory payday lender at the head of the CFPB to make them toothless. Now they just basically destroyed the whole fucking place, right? They don't do dick anymore. And so now, you know, the billionaires get to do whatever they want. The corporations get to do whatever they want. There is no cop watching them. And this is another example of that. So dropping the Biden plan to require passenger compensation for delayed flights. So now the airlines can go back to fucking you over in multiple different ways. So we also have a Trump account here posting on social media that leftists conducted a hate Trump, hate ICE dance routine in Portland. So they're outside of the ICE facility and they're wearing like 1980s style workout clothes. And they're doing their little fucking choreographed, synchronized dance here. So you watch it. I mean, look, it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of an adorable video. You got all these like, these lefties, these like, some of them older, some of them younger. You know, you got some women in here. You also got some gender fluid like looking people here as well. And they're doing their little fucking cutesy choreographed dance outside the ICE, you know, talking about how much they hate Trump and they hate ICE. And so you watch this video and you go, well, okay, well, I love the people protesting what ICE is doing. Everybody should be fucking protesting what ICE is doing. But here's the thing, and this is why this is so fucking infuriating, is literally the same day that, or I should say one day before, Trump releases this video, they're mocking it, they're laughing at it. Look at these fucking goofball, pussy-ass bitch liberals and leftists. Like, look, they're fucking losers, right? Like, that's the vibe of what they're... Literally the day before this dropped, Trump signed an executive order in the White House declaring that Antifa, now they up the stakes. It used to be Antifa is a terrorist organization. Now they up the stakes to it's a foreign terrorist organization. Why did they do that? They did that so they can fucking lock people up with no due process, fucking use the police state to crack down on groups that they don't like because they disagree with them politically. So this is NSPM 7 in practice. This is what Ken Klippenstein was warning about, that the federal government is going, if we think you're anti-American, anti-capitalist, anti-religious, if you're an extremist on race and abortion and gender, they say then you're an enemy of the state. So this is like a new Red Scare, a new scare where they're going to say you're a terrorist if you're left of center. You're a terrorist if you're left of center. So they declare Antifa a foreign terrorist organization, where it's like, look at these goofballs who are fucking totally ineffectual and totally dancing out in front of the ICE office. Well, these are the fucking people that you're accusing of being Antifa and being terrorists. You know it's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. Everybody knows it's bullshit. But they always go back and forth between the lefties are unserious loser freaks. Look at them. Loser freaks who don't even know what gender they are. And then the other time, oh, they're so scary. They're scary fucking terrorists and they're going to kill us all. They want to kill us all. Let's arrest them all. Which is it? Which is it? Are we fucking silly goofballs who are having funky dances outside of the ICE facility? Or are we scary terrorists who are threatening you? Which is it? It depends on what they want in the moment. It depends on what they want in the moment. So it is just, I'm so sick of these people. I'm so sick of them. They just lie about us all the time. They fucking lie about us. They smear us. Now they're going to fucking try to arrest us when we do fucking nothing wrong whatsoever. Nothing wrong. If they're just going to say you're Antifa, even if there's fucking zero evidence you're Antifa. That's what they're going to do. Say, oh, you had a tweet. You went after Trump in a tweet in 2018, and now you're the enemy. This is what we're looking at. These are the sorts of people that we're looking at. This is what they want to do. This is Stephen Miller and what he's all about. So it's just so gross. It's just so gross. Yeah, and by the way, like, the media needs to talk about this more, bro. This is crazy because Antifa doesn't even officially exist as an organization with a hierarchy and dues-paying members and stuff like that. It's just this loose amount. Trump is using Antifa as a label to basically say anybody who protests us is that, and we're just going to lock them up and not care about the fucking consequences. And that's why the media needs to cover this, because they can't really do shit if they say you're a terrorist but you're American. They're calling Antifa a foreign terrorist organization now to allow themselves to crack down more, to allow themselves to arrest innocent people. Like, I'm warning you, this is what they're doing. That's why they did it. And the media is not even fucking talking about it. It's incredibly disturbing, incredibly fucking disturbing. All right. So Pete Hegseth posted a video where he's taking down the Department of Defense sign and putting up the Department of War sign. By the way, it looks like he put on some weight. It looks like he's been hitting the bottle a little too strong or skipping the gym because he's got a little belly now. But so he's putting up this Department of War sign. Now, by the way, I believe I had read that it would cost like billions of dollars to change the Department of Defense to the Department of War officially and like change all the signs. And that's what he's doing. And so the Department of War Rapid Response Twitter account said, "Welcome to the War Department." And it shows Pete Hegseth posting it. Tom Nichols says, and it's totally true. I will say props for the honesty, though, because this is more honest. It is more honest to call the U.S. Defense Department the U.S. War Department, because we don't do defense. We don't do defense. We're not defending ourselves from imminent threat of attack. What we're doing is offense. It's more like the Department of Offense or the Department of Imperialism. That would be a more honest department name. The Department of Imperialism, or the Department of Imperialism and Colonialism, or the Department of Exploitation and Extraction. Like, any of these would work better, you know? But it's just incredible that they waste billions of dollars to change it to the War Department so that they could feel like fucking macho men as they blow up innocent fishermen in the Caribbean off the coast of Venezuela. That's what this is. That's what this is. So Anthropic had this crazy Twitter thread where they say, "We disrupted a highly sophisticated AI-led espionage campaign. The attack targeted large tech companies, financial institutions, chemical manufacturing companies, and government agencies. We assess with high confidence that the threat actor was a Chinese state-sponsored group. We believe this is the first documented case of a large-scale AI cyber attack executed without substantial human intervention. It has significant implications for cybersecurity in the age of AI agents." So that's fucking terrifying. So of all the other downsides of AI that we've talked about, like a massive job replacement, being in this bubble that's going to burst and make everything worse than the Great Depression, all this stuff, the fucking extreme income and wealth inequality that is going to exacerbate in this new Gilded Age that we're in. On top of all of that stuff, now we also have this to worry about, that now we have AI-led espionage campaigns, AI-led fucking cyber attacks. Like, I'm sorry, man. We are so, we're just out above our skis here, bro. Like, this is not, we're ahead of our skis. This is just not possible to fucking deal with. I'm sorry, we got to regulate the shit out of AI, or we got to ban AI. We got to reel this shit in. This is so out of control. This is so out of control. I got another story in a little bit that's coming up, but I guess I could jump ahead to it now. But Morgan Freeman is now suing. They're allowing people to use his voice for voiceovers using, AI technology to like copy his voice. And he's like, hey, you fucking assholes, like this is my job. Like this is what I get paid to do. And you're just going to clone my voice for voiceovers? Like, no, fuck you. No, that shouldn't be allowed. I don't have a right to the profits that my own voice generates. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? And we're talking about Morgan Freeman, a rich and famous actor, and he's running into for everybody else in the economy. We're all fucking replaceable. Every last one of us is fucking replaceable, right? And so what do you do in a situation where they cut the food stamps, they cut 94 million pounds of food going to food banks, their fucking next meal from, the social safety net is being slashed to the high heavens, Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. So they want to take away the social safety net. At the same time, they're open about the fact we're going to replace everybody's job. Well, what do you want people to do? And I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes. That's kind of what they want. And so we need to push back on this. If you are pro-human, if you are pro-peace, if you are pro-stability, you need to speak out. And you need to say, we got a bunch of AI tech billionaire oligarch robber baron bitches who are fucking rigging the economy in their favor and screwing over everybody else. And I'm supposed to be mad at immigrants, and I'm supposed to be mad at trans people. No, I'm mad at them. I'm mad at them for just lies. So wake up. Everybody's got to wake up. This AI shit is out of fucking control. It is out of fucking control. And I've said nothing about the ability of AI with the fucking videos now to make it so the information environment is just cooked. It's just trash. It's just garbage. Like, what the fuck, man? It's insane because you're already duping grandmas and grandpas with Facebook AI slop, which isn't even believable. But now, forget it. Gen X, gone. Millennials, gone. We're the most, I think we're the best at, as a generation, the millennials are the best at, like, determining what's fake and what's real. Can sort of detect that uncanny valley really easily. But even us now, it's like, shit, I've been duped. We've all fucking been duped. And so now, like, we're not going to know what's real. That's going to have incredible implications for politics and other things. How many scams are going to be, the son's voice, and the son calls the mom and says, I need money, or the son calls the grandma and says, I need money, but it's all a fucking scam, and some asshole in a basement in Bangladesh is making out with all your money. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? What are we talking about here? We don't know what we're doing. We don't know. We're playing with fucking fire. We're trying to create God in a computer. You don't think there's downsides to that? You don't think that could end badly for virtually fucking all of us? We're already seeing the signs of it. All right. Let's talk about J.D. Vance. So J.D. Vance was doing an interview on Fox News, and he said this. I know that there are a lot of people out there who are saying things are expensive. We have to remember, they're expensive because we inherited this terrible inflation crisis from the Biden administration.
見た目も味も本格派レンジで完成ライフミール
Do you believe he's still saying this? Do you believe that? What a sick joke. What a sick joke. JD, everybody knows it's the fucking tariffs. Everybody knows it's the tariffs. You're not getting this over on anybody, bro. The tariffs. It's not a question. It's not up in the air. It's not debatable. But he's still trying to get away with this. And he knows it's the tariffs. He's so full of shit. This man believes in nothing. He believes in absolutely nothing. He's a disgusting vessel. He's the failed drag queen, as the I've Had It podcast queens like to say. He's the failed drag queen, Lil Smoky Eye, J.D. Vance. And now, by the way, it looks like he's gotten some work done. It looks like he's getting some sort of fucking Botox or injections or some shit, because his face is looking weird, bro. His face is looking bizarre. He also goes on to say, J.D. Vance goes on to say that the housing crisis is because of immigration. He says, we got to get these immigrants out of here. The housing crisis is out of control, and that's the fault of the immigrants. It's because there's all these immigrants here that are taking your houses. I want those houses to go to America. This is what he said. Can you believe anybody would be that stupid to say such a thing? Well, guess what, guys? You're getting your fucking Nazi state that you wanted. You're getting your fucking mass deportations that you wanted. We see ICE rounding up fucking 84-year-olds and assaulting them. We see them shooting priests in the face with pepper balls. We see them raiding meat packing facilities and 7-Elevens and Home Depots. We see them rounding up the wives of U.S. veterans. We see who they're going after. Over 95% people with no criminal record whatsoever. You're doing your mass deportations. And what's happening with... Is everything fucking... Are we a utopia now that you guys have been going after immigrants for a year straight? Are we a utopia now? Is everything great now? Have the housing prices come down now? No, it's almost like immigration has fucking fuck all to do with it. It's got fucking nothing to do with it at all. Unbelievable. Unbelievably weak shit, bro. Unbelievably weak shit. All right. So this is interesting. Forbes magazine wrote an article about how the penny is done, y'all. Rest in peace to the penny. They're not minting any more pennies. They had minted their last penny the other day, actually. And so here's why they say it didn't make sense to continue making the penny. The U.S. Mint reportedly lost $85.3 million on making nearly 3.2 billion pennies in fiscal year 2024, according to the Mint's annual report to Congress. Every penny cost nearly $0.037, up from $0.031 the year before. So anyway, that's crazy. So no more pennies. Pennies are done. It was costing more to make them than they're worth. And so they're wrapping it up. So I don't know, man. It feels sort of surreal that they're getting rid of it. It feels sort of surreal. But yeah, what they're saying is it cost like nearly 3 to 4 times as much to make a penny than what they're worth. So it actually it makes sense that why would you keep making that? You know, it makes no financial sense whatsoever. But anyway, just wild. It's just wild to think about. I still remember, do you guys remember the old dollar bills? I remember what the dollar bills looked like when I was a kid. I don't know how old it was, about my age or older. You probably remember the old dollar bills. The old 50 and the old 100 were fucking sexy as fuck. I felt like they got worse. The newer ones looked worse. The old 50 and the old 100 were nice. So anytime I come across one of them, I like to keep them because they're, they try to take those things out of circulation and they're almost like a collector thing now. Remember the $2 bill? I had a $2 bill as a kid. I think I still got it sitting somewhere in the house, but that's kind of cool. And that was, that's been out of, Lord only knows how long that's been out of fucking circulation. That's been out of there for a while. But it's kind of a cool thing to collect, like old currency. But, it's kind of crazy too, though, because I'm starting to feel now more than ever that, like, with where everything's going with AI and how unstable the country is, I more than ever want cold, hard cash on hand, and I more than ever want, like, gold and silver and platinum and precious metals on hand. Because, this shit is all fucking digital. That shit could just be wiped out like that. It could just be wiped out like that. All your money, which is just on a computer somewhere, right? There could be some sort of attack. Boom, everybody's account is just fucking dropped to zero. And they might not have records of who had what, right? And it's like, well, what do we do then, right? And so it makes me feel more than ever that, like, hey, I want that shit on me, bro. I want that shit on me. I'll be packing heat and I'll be fucking holding wads of cash. I'm a gangster rapper. That's where my mind's going in this moment. All right. So we talked about Megyn Kelly earlier. I also wanted to give you this. So Megyn Kelly has been sort of trying to sit on the fence when it came to the right-wing civil war. So it's like, basically, the simple breakdown is Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro up against Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes and, to some extent, Candace Owens. And Megyn Kelly's trying to sit on that fence. She had on Tucker and did like sort of a softball with him. Then she had on Ben and did sort of a softball with him. And she's doing this, why can't we all get along? Walsh-esque, which makes no sense because Matt Walsh works for Ben Shapiro. If he didn't work for Ben Shapiro, he'd probably be saying similar things to Nick Fuentes, is my guess. In fact, he just tweeted something like, America first, America always nonsense. It's a clear attempt for him to be like, Groypers, don't attack me, don't dislike me. Because also, Shapiro's now also going after Matt Walsh for being like, why are you such a bitch? Leave Ben Shapiro. Why are you still working for his company? Fucking idiot. And so, it's fun. It's fun watching all these right-wingers go at each other's throats. But anyway, so she's trying to sit on the fence, but I said it at the time too when we first covered it. I'm like, it's not tenable. You're gonna have to pick a side. You're not gonna be able to fucking straddle the middle. You're just not. It's not possible. Well, it looks like the pro-Israel right is trying to pick the side for Megyn Kelly, and it's not theirs. So the Babylon Bee, run by this guy Seth Dillon, who's this hardcore Zionist far right winger, he tweeted this. Remember, the Babylon Bee is like the right-wing version of The Onion. He tweeted this: Megyn Kelly gets rid of old pager just to be safe.
Let's dive into the automation settings so you can eliminate manual work. In the Settings Sales Channel tab, you can customize your inventory automation settings. For example, you can decide what happens when a product is out of stock, whether it should be set to draft or if no action should be taken. AliDrop provides everything you need to kickstart your entrepreneurship journey. So, still thinking it over? Don't worry, our customer support team is here to assist you every step of the way. Remember, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. So, let's get started and make your journey a success.
So it's supposed to be a joke about that. Now, the joke, for those of you who don't get it, and I don't blame you for not getting it, you got to be sort of a political junkie pervert to get this, but the joke is those pagers that blew up when Hezbollah had them, it was like this fucking long plan by Israel to massacre the Hezbollah people. And it's sort of like Megyn Kelly might as well be in Hezbollah now because she's not standing up to the anti-Semites on the right. Some of them actually are anti-Semitic, to be fair. Like Nick Fuentes is an actual anti-Semite. So that's the joke. The joke is like, you're basically Hezbollah now. You're running with the anti-Semitic wing of the Republican Party. So now the irony of this is, so Megyn Kelly responded, "What the fuck, Seth Dillon?" Basically being like, how dare you do a joke like that? Because the joke is also kind of like her dying in a pager attack, sort of like Hezbollah, and innocents, by the way, died in the pager attack. Well, it was Megyn Kelly who literally laughed and downplayed it when Ryan Gerdusky, a right-winger, joked about Mehdi Hassan having a pager on CNN last year. So this right-wing commentator, Ryan Gerdusky, said like, oh, I hope your pager doesn't go off to Mehdi Hassan. In other words, indicating like you're probably in Hezbollah because you're against the Israeli government. And they took it seriously. CNN took it seriously. They don't have him back on anymore. It sort of blew up online, but Megyn Kelly was there to be like, huh, what, the snowflakes can't take a joke? Now all of a sudden when the same exact joke is about her, how dare you, what the fuck? Oh, turns out the joke, it's not just jokes, is it? Turns out they're getting at something that they think is real, which is you're a cuck to the anti-Semite wing of the party and you didn't like that. But the joke goes too far, doesn't it? Now all of a sudden when it's about you, oh my God, the joke went too far. So this is just too perfect. I love watching them rip each other to shreds. I also love how like stupid both sides of this war are, because as I've said, Nick Fuentes has taken time in the midst of this war to attack Megyn Kelly, who's just fence-sitting, to attack Tucker Carlson, who's like on his side, to attack Candace Owens, who's on his side. He can't help himself. He's just swinging at everybody. And by the same token, here you have the pro-Israel, pro-Netanyahu, pro-genocide right. And instead of trying to like take people within that right-wing tent and get more bees with honey, they're just like immediately saying, oh, are you fence sitting? We go to the other side. Go to the anti-Semite side and we'll fucking accuse you of being an anti-Semite. That's what it is, right? So like everybody's trying to lose the war as much as possible by being as big a douchebag as possible. Look, when it comes to my philosophy in the moment is actually very simple. If somebody's generally in my tent and on my side, I do have a lot of patience. I have patience with them. I try to break things down in a clear way. I try to see where they're coming from, steel man their perspective. If somebody's inside the tent, I try to be endlessly charitable, right? Because you're roughly where I am, so let's fucking bridge that final gap or whatever. But if somebody's outside the tent, oh no, I'm shooting every which direction, metaphorically speaking. I'm going out strong, bro. Like, it is not, I am fucking blitzkrieging. I am fucking all in. I'm dropping atomic bombs. I'm going out like Scarface. I mean, and that's the approach I think people should take. But apparently on the right, it's now gotten so heated that even if you're somebody who's generally viewed on the right, they're like, oh, I have no patience for you, fuck you. So in other words, the pro-Israel side is like, you have to love Israel and its genocide or you're evil. And the other side is, they try to, they do like play footsies with, Daryl Cooper and his fucking World War II revisionism, and Fuentes himself says positive things about Hitler. And so you have, as I've explained this before, you have the pro-Netanyahu side and the pro-Hitler side. You have I love the old Holocaust side, I love the new Holocaust side. There is no side that's just anti-Holocaust. It's just like bad and worse, or worse and more worse. Dumb and dumber. Dumber and dumberer, right? Like, it's just, there's no winning. But anyway, I love to see them go ripping each other to shreds. It's a glorious thing to see. All right. So how's this for pathetic? Trump has now, there's this guy, I forget his first name. His last name is Ingracia. And he was part of that young Republicans group chat texting scandal. I say young like that because it's like 40 years and under. So, some people are fucking my age in a young group chat. Like, are you kidding me? I'm not fucking young. Jesus, I'm 37. I feel like I'm fucking 112. Young, and you're fucking 40 years old? What a joke. Anyway, so this guy, he was part of that group text scandal, and in it, I believe he said the following. He said, I have a bit of a Nazi streak. That's what he said. And so clearly, this was a problem. There were some denunciations. A lot of these people lost their spots in like state parties and local parties and stuff like that. They had different positions in the Republican establishment in different places. Like, this wasn't like, oh my God, they're like in high school or something, or college. It wasn't that. Well, anyway, Trump decided to hire this guy for a new role after the texting scandal.
There are so many additional benefits the client can experience when working on a retained basis. One of those is massively improved employer branding. The time and the space given to the chosen search consultant allows them to deliver a clear and consistent message to both active and passive talent pools, allowing much greater interest in not only this position, but in the firm in general and future hiring.
So it's now, you can add it to your resume, your right-wing resume, that you have a bit of a Nazi streak, and you get hired and they welcome you with open arms on the right these days. That's who we're dealing with, y'all. That's who we're dealing with. That's who these people are. And I need you to understand that. You would not see a similar thing if there was somebody on the left who said, I love Stalin or I love Mao. That person would not be hired by the president. That person would not be in the official structure of the party. It just wouldn't be the case. It just wouldn't happen. That doesn't happen. All right. How's this? This is crazy. So the Daily Beast has the following headline. Trump's company quietly sought record number of foreign workers. Trump's company quietly sought record number of foreign workers. So as he's, basically destroying the entire country, rounding up immigrants, legal, illegal, green card, no green card, visa, no visa. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Even many U.S. citizens, they're just fucking marauding through the country, the Gestapo, no due process, rounding people up, destroying everything. As that's happening, he's also going, but don't touch my immigrants. Don't touch my immigrants. I use them because I want to use them for me. Don't you understand? I'm me, so I get to do that? What a sick fuck. He's just a sick, disgusting fuck. These people believe in nothing. This is fun. So CBS News has this article out. Researchers behind the Hitler's DNA documentary say that the Nazi dictator likely had something called Kallmann syndrome. Kallmann syndrome, that's Kallmann, Kallmann syndrome, which can cause undescended testicles and a micro penis. Bruh. They also say he was likely autistic, paranoid schizophrenic and bipolar. They also said indication of those things as well. So, damn. Now, as some people pointed out, this might just be Barry Weiss just took over CBS. She now controls everything, and this might be, you know, something she wanted to plant to sort of further solidify, like, hey, she knows about the right-wing civil war. She's on a side in that right-wing civil war. And this could be an attempt to be like, you see these fucking groypers? You see Nick Fuentes, all these people, they fucking idolize Hitler. Here's the fucking little bitch boy that you're idolizing. Little micro-penis-ass bitch. They also say, one of the other headlines on it didn't say undescended testicles. It said he may have had one ball. Okay. So anyway, my point is, maybe this is just Barry Weissing here, right? But at the same time, I support the fuck out of this. CBS is about to be a total fucking cesspool, just so you know. Like, they're about to go super soft on MAGA. They're already going super soft on Israel and Netanyahu. You know, all the people who were doing good work are probably getting the axe. So they're about to be a fucking failure factory through and through. But having said that, I fucking support the shit out of this. I support the shit out of this. You're telling me that now there's some evidence and some reason to believe that Hitler may have had a micro penis and undescended testicles, and he may have been a paranoid schizophrenic, and he may have been severely bipolar. Guys, and by the way, let's just say it. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? It kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. You'd be fucking hateful as fuck towards the world if you had that shit going on. You probably would have been hateful as fuck. And then on top of that, you know, there's been a lot written about his extensive drug use, particularly towards the end of his life, where he was taking a massive cocktail. He was taking this massive speedball every day that basically included the old school equivalent of meth, like methamphetamine. He was taking like heroin, methamphetamine, all sorts of shit that made him feel like invincible. But that's part of the problem is, like, when he felt invincible, he would be like, "I bin von Schlagen, Newton invade further into Soviet Union." And then they would, like, go further in, the Soviets would fucking murk them. "No, you do not look, keep going!" And then there'd be, like, you know, you'd start with fucking 10,000 soldiers, you're down to, like, 112, and they're like, "Oh, the Fuhrer says we gotta continue. It's really cold, I have frostbite on my feet, and I'm about to get sniped in the face by the fucking Soviets, but we gotta push on because the Fuhrer says we have to." Like, you get that level of irrationality from the, you know, extensive drug use and the mental illness and things of that nature. So, look, I'm inclined to believe it. And it would be perfect, wouldn't it? And it also, like, not for nothing, it is also kind of like, really, that's your king? That's your boy? Groypers, are you watching? Are you watching this show, Groypers? That's your king? That's your boy? Fucking micro penis, undescended testicles, paranoid schizophrenic. I mean, it makes sense. It adds up, because it's very hard sometimes to, like, perspective, you look at Hitler, you're like, how did you wind up there? Like, how did you wind up with the ideology you have and then making the horrible war decisions that you made? Like, how did you wind up there? Well, you know, this sort of helps explain it, doesn't it? It sort of helps explain it. So I actually love the story. But having said that, be wary from now on of CBS, because Barry Weiss controls it, and it's going to be a fucking total slop factory, and they're about to suck. But we'll consider this the last good thing they do. How about that? All right, now, speaking of groypers, this is hilarious. So one of the questions Nick Fuentes got when he was doing a show the other day is, "Nick, would you support a literacy test for more informed voting?" He proceeded to give one of the funniest answers I've ever heard. He basically said, "If we did that, every election would be a Democrat landslide." Nick, you're not wrong, dog. You're not wrong. Every election would be a Democrat. That's not wrong. If we had a literacy test, you know, or if you had some sort of civics test in order to vote, yeah, every election would be a Democrat landslide. It's true. That's absolutely true. Now, you're lucky that on our side of the aisle here, we're in favor of equality, we're in favor of democracy, and we're in favor of one man, one vote, one person, one vote. And so, even though we know that too.
To all lady over 50, printable chair yoga is now for free.
Tomorrow morning, we're kicking off the Printable Chair Yoga Challenge for beginners over 50. Just 7 minutes a day to rebuild your strength and shed belly weight. Start before Thanksgiving. Feel amazing by Christmas. Be the grandma who keeps up this holiday season. Tap the screen to join us before registration closes.
毎日疲れてご飯作るのめんどくさい人は見て。今、流行りの宅配冷凍弁当。広告で見たからネットで頼んでみたんだけど。レンジでたったの5分温めるだけだから、マジでタイパ良すぎだった。しかも、和洋中100種類以上のメニューから選べて、全然飽きないし。管理栄養士監修で栄養バランスバッチリ。美味しいし体にいいもの取り入れられてる気がする。今なら初回限定1食210円で試せるし、2回目以降もワンコイン以下で続けられるから、さすがにコスパ良すぎ。気になる方は、今すぐチェックしてみてね。
We'll let you guys vote. We'll let you guys. It's all right. We'll let you guys vote. It's fine. But that's quite an admission, isn't it? Like, I'm on the side with all the fucking idiots. All the fucking idiots are on our side. It's kind of cute that anybody in the audience even thought for a second that it would go well for us if we did that. Really? You think it'd go well for you? For the right, if you needed a certain level of intelligence to vote? Really? Jesus Christ. All right. I got more Fuentes. So Fuentes says the American people have had enough with Donald Trump. Here's what he said, quote, "He's a warmonger like Bush. He's a sex criminal like Bill Clinton. And he's demented like Joe Biden."
Well, you know, all right.
Damn, son.
What are you guys talking about? What's John Doe? John Doe. What's John Doe talking about? Trying to get... This guy talking is dangerous. Dude, he's fucking speaking truth to power. John, what's dangerous is fucking idiots like you who are in a cult, John. John, you're in a cult. You are in a cult. Look at my beautiful little house. My little IKEA house. Look at that. Look, I got a little light on. I'm leaving that light on now. I don't know if that was going to drive the neighbors crazy though. Let me read the comments. I've been working. I got my IKEA house, my $3,000 house, and all the junk I have in it. This guy's getting rid of. I got thousands of dollars worth of shit. If I wanted to buy the tools and everything, thousands of dollars. Now I got tools to sort anything. Type 1 if you're a Trump supporter and consider yourself a Christian. Type 1 in chat. If you are a MAGA supporter and Christian, type 1. MAGA Christian, type 1 in chat. Just curious, how many MAGA Christians do we have in chat? How many MAGA Christians do we have in chat? Type 1. 1 for MAGA Christian. None? No MAGA Christians. God damn. Look at Jose. I'm ready to go off grid. Look at Rose. Why are you a PETA lover, Rose? Rose, why are you a PETA lover? Why do you support PETAs? Right? Why don't you follow the teachings of Jesus, Rose? Just 2 questions. Number 1, why do you support pedos? Why don't you follow the teachings of Jesus? How can you call yourself a Christian? You don't follow the teachings of Jesus. You don't follow the teachings of God. Have you ever even read the Bible? Have you read the Bible? Rose? Have you read it? I don't think you've read it. I think you just kind of, you know, I think you basically think of being a Christian as kind of like a jewelry, right? You're kind of like Japanese that way. You know, Japanese wear crosses and stuff because they think it's jewelry, right? They wear I always get upset. I tell my wife her friends are wearing. I was like, my friend isn't a Christian. What's she wearing a cross for? Oh, she thinks it's cool. That's what you are. You're no different. You don't love Jesus. No, you don't. You don't love Jesus. If you love Jesus, then you'd follow Jesus' teachings. You don't love Jesus. Right? It's just jewelry. It's just fake fuck jewelry on you. It's no different. Japanese who put the cross, wear the cross when they're Buddhist. They think it's cool. They think it's nice. Like the idea of loving Jesus is nice to you. Oh, I like that idea of loving Jesus. But you don't love Jesus. You don't follow the teachings of Jesus. How can you call yourself a Christian if you don't even follow the teachings of Jesus? One who follows the teachings of Jesus. Why do you think it's called Christian? Christ. A Christ. One who follows Christ is a Christian. One who follows what would Jesus do is a Christian. It's not complicated. That's what a Christian is. One who follows Christ. You don't follow Christ. You're for the assault of women and children. You're no different than the Romans assaulting the Christians, right? And kidnapping them from their families. You're doing the same thing to Christians. Understand that the undocumented Americans are Christians. They're actually real Christians. They're persecuted Christians. You support the persecution of Christians. So how can you be a Christian there, Rose? How can you be a Christian? Don't say what about. I'm an atheist, but I was raised Christian. I went to church fucking every day and twice on fucking Saturday, right? Or twice on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I went to church every fucking day. For 4 years, I went to church every fucking day and twice on the weekend. Right? That's the kind of school I went to. So I know what a fucking Christian is, and you're not one of them, Rose. You don't love Jesus, because if you love Jesus, then you wouldn't be supporting a fucking pedo. You wouldn't be supporting the actions of ICE. You wouldn't be supporting, right, the taking away of food from 18 million Americans. You wouldn't be supporting the destruction of our healthcare service in order to pay billionaires tax. You're not a Christian, Rose. I'm just fucking calling it for what it is. You don't love Jesus, because if you love Jesus, then you would turn against the oppression of your fellow Christians, just like Jesus did. Just like Jesus, you would break bread with your fellow Christians. You would support and feel sorrow for what's happening to your fellow Christians. But because they're brown, because they're not American, and what did God say about how to treat foreigners in your land? Leviticus 19, right? 33, 34. Go read it. Go read what God's commandment, right? God's, not Jesus's, Jesus' dad, right? God's commandment is to love the foreigner as you love yourself, to treat the foreigner as you treat yourself. You are in direct violation of God's straight commandment. You are a fake fuck Christian, right? You don't love Jesus. You fucking hate Jesus. You've turned against the teachings of Jesus, and that's what you are, all right? I'm just throwing over the tables. I'm just doing what I did 3,000 years ago when I went into the fucking temple and started throwing over the tables, saying, you fucking moneylenders. I'm just doing the same thing. But this time I came back. I didn't come back for you motherfuckers. I came back for AI. I'm sorry. You had me once. You're not getting me again. Right? You are a fucking pieces of shit. Fake fuck Christians. That's what you are. And with that, let's play some music. Let's get some music on. Let's celebrate the fake fuck Christian Rose in the channel. Here we go. This goes out to you, Rose. Right?
Oh, gotcha. Let's crank this up to straight YGFDT. That raw West Coast bounce. Repetitive chin hooks that hit like fists versus slicing through the bullshit with zero chill. We're talking fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi. As the ultimate diss track on hypocrite, holy rollers, child praying roses, swastika waving enablers, pounding 808, snarling delivery, crowd screams. On fire. Here's the full track. Yeah, fuck the frauds. They pray in the pews, but pray in the dark. Cross on the neck, devil in the heart, ice jack boots marching, Gestapo glow up. Undocumented dreams getting stomped in the mud. Time to call it out. Fake fuck Christian, fake fuck Christian. Pedo loving Nazi, hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Raids on the borders, kids in the trash heap. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Burn it down in the pulpit, time to expose the gas. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rise and we crash. Yo, collar popping preacher with the devil's grin. Sermon on Sunday, sins on the weekend spin. Touching little lambs while the choir sings hallelujah. Then tweeting by borders like a border collie. Heard a ice roll deep, vans black as midnight raid. Snatching mamas at dawn, leaving babies in the shade. You quote Leviticus, beloved, Leviticus lies. Pedo paradise behind them stained glass eyes. Nazi flags waving at the mega church rally. Build a wall chance while they building body tally. Undocumented sweat built your golden steeple. Now you call them demons, man, that's straight up evil. Fuck your tax breaks, fuck your holy waterfront. With a flood coming, your ark's getting sunk. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Reds on the borders, kids in the trash heap. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Burn it down. Stuck in the pulpit, time to expose the gas. Fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rise and we crashing. Alright, altar boys with the tiki torch flags, preaching purity while they protecting the preds. Family values my ass, it's a family of frauds, covering tracks like confessional broads. ICE agents praying before the dawn, sweet cuffing dreams in the street, making grandmas weep. You love the orange idol, tweeting from the throne, but your God's getting ghosted when the truth gets shown. Pedo rings ringing like a collection plate. Nazi youth groups in the basement, sealing fate. We undocumented, but our fire's undocumented too. Burning through the hypocrisy, straight exposing you. No more turning cheeks, we flipping the script. Revolution in the rhyme, watch the empire slip.
Alright, Rose has nothing to add there, LA. What does Rose have to add? Rose is off the fucking grid, dude. Rose off the grid. You know? She's already fucking off the fucking, you know, she's already off the reservation, dude. There's nothing that can be helped by her, LA. What is selfish? Isn't helping anyone. Rose off the grid isn't helping anyone. Just, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, LA? Explain. Explain. You got the attention of Undao. Explain your sentence. I need you to elaborate. She said she wanted to go off the grid because she's... Oh, come on. That's too funny. She's already off the grid, dude. She's already outside the fucking... She's already outside the fucking, you know, playground. What's up? Marshall. We're doing great. Smashing some dumb fuck MAGAs. You know, we can't, the thing is like, I used to be tolerant of MAGA. Not anymore. That was before they were fake Christians, pedo-loving Nazis, and I had hope for them. I had hope. I had hope for my children. But they turned out to be fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. It was like, oh, fuck them. Get off the grid, dude. Go. Get off the grid. I'm now, dude. What was it? I walked 3 blocks without seeing a family member home. Something only a house over. What does that mean, bro? Yeah. No, you're actually, listen, actually, bro, you're very important, bro. You're very important because you're the only one who can talk to MAGA, right? You're actually really important. That's why I made you, you know, singing your ex-MAGA. Hey, man, I used to be MAGA. And then I realized this guy is fucking bullshit, dude. What is it going to take for you? I mean, dude, the guy just lies. Look at the tariffs. Look at the thing. I mean, what's he doing with the fucking files, dude? He promised to release them. He hasn't released them. I mean, don't you want to get Clinton? Turn off and on, probably. Hold on. Chat filters. All right, all messages. There you go. There you go. All right, thanks a lot. There you go. Ray, dude. No, not a communist. No. Not a communist. You, on the other hand, are a fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. It's indisputable. Defend any of them. Defend that you're not a fake fuck Christian. Defend that you're not a pedo-loving, right? Pedo lover. Defend that you're not a fucking Nazi. Defend any of those three. Go for it there, buddy. What do I identify as? I'm a lesbian woman. You know, gifted by God, a man's body. God loves me. God loves this atheist lesbian woman. He gave me this beautiful manly body. God loves me. I'm so lucky. God loves me. God loves me more than you. God gave me this beautiful manly body for my lesbian. I love eating snatch. Oh my God, do I love eating pussy. God damn it. I love getting down, getting right up in there. I love getting up in that pussy. How about you? How do you identify as? No, dude, still alive. I actually moved to Japan. I moved to Japan, made a life of myself. Skippy. No, right here. No, I faked my death. I've been here all along. Been here all along. You know, and you know what? My wife is a gay man trapped in a woman's body. I'm like the luckiest. I married a gay man, right? Right? A gay man trapped in a woman's body, and as a lesbian trapped in a man's body, we have like the perfect relationship. God loves. Hallelujah. God, praise God. He loves this atheist man. What's this fucker doing? You gonna fucking come down here? You gonna wait for me? You gotta turn right. You're gonna have to wait. I try to be funny. It's a comedy show. The comedy shows, we got fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis, right? We got Putin's fucking stool running America. It's a fucking comedy show. The fact that anyone is fucking defending Trump, you know, that's just insane. I mean, his rating dropped to 36%. 36%. Dude. Anyway, I live in Japan. I've been here 21 years. Yeah, look, see, we have ex-MAGA moderators. Look at that. Bro, let bro talk to you. Let bro talk you out of your cult. Are you still in the cult there? I appreciate that, bro. No, I think any ex-MAGA is important because you can talk to your fellow QAnons. What's crazy is, I mean, the whole QAnon, the whole pedophilia, fucking, the pedophilia blood drinking turns out to be some truth to it, right? Look at Peter Thiel. Right? He fucking injects himself with plasma, and all these fucking rich billionaires are inject themselves with plasma. That's drinking blood. And it's from kids, it's from youth. They want the plasma from people under 18. So fuck yeah. They're harvesting, they're fucking vampires harvesting blood. But it's not as crazy as QAnon. You have to realize, this whole, getting this 18-year-old plasma full of stem cells in it, right? That's what these motherfuckers are doing. And fucking, Epstein and now Trump are at the, at the fucking forefront of this shit. Fuck Trump. Yeah, negative energy, passing that negative energy. Oh, anyway, I gotta drop the... I know. That's LA, dude. That's fucking, yeah, it's like, oh no, let the kids starve. No, you gotta have the baby. You gotta have the baby, but you gotta let them starve, okay? They gotta be starving. No, abortion. No, we gotta put them through fucking hell. Oh, we don't want mamas feeding their babies. No, we want kids. What were you saying, bro? My father is a QAnon believer, MAGA supporter, owns a political store in Corinth, and believes in flat Earth. Kind of gay. Guy, bro, you need to show him you need to tell him, ask him how you have a flat Earth when the sun forms the ellipse. You know how the sun, if you plot the sun every day, it creates this ellipse? Flat Earth can't do that. How does flat Earth do that? How do they explain the ellipse? This little triangle, right? How does he explain that shit? How do they explain that? Yeah, the sun. If it was a flat Earth, it would be a circle, right? It could be an ellipse, but it wouldn't cross. It couldn't cross. Couldn't cross. The fact that it crosses means it's going in a circle. My dad's an idiot. That QAnon political store. It still wouldn't cross there, buddy. It's a rectangle, doesn't matter. If you have a crossing, you can't, nowhere you can cut it. There's no Create the event where it's a flat Earth and it crosses. Can't do it. It's the ellipse. The ellipse mathematically proves that the Earth is elliptical. Yeah. No, that was your coffee table. I'm messing. Flat earthers are strange. Fair enough. Hold on, let me put shit in my truck. Let's put that here. Hold on, I gotta move my shit to my car. That's garbage. Anything else in here? Garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. Gotta clean up the car before I return it. I do them by the phone.